do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less.
In the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death, Americans are trying to balance the horror of the murder of a 31-year-old father with the reality of what he said and who he was. MSNBC fired Matthew Dowd for stating the simple truth about cause and effect.
But following up on what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
And yesterday, MAGA said this.
Some raging leftist lunatic put a bullet through his neck. And you want to talk about Republicans right now? No.
No, I'm asking
not
you.
at all.
You said the Democrats have donated to, but I'm asking,
Democrats own this.
But isn't there a problem with political violence across the spectrum?
Yeah, we're talking about Charlie Kirk right now. That's the subject of this that we're talking about right now. Democrats own this 100%.
But finally, we have a suspect. But it's not turning out the way the Republicans prophesized. This 22-year-old, not a trans, not a Muslim, not an immigrant, not a minority. And oh, Nancy, see you next Tuesday? He's not a Democrat either. He donated to the Make America Great Committee. Check it out.
Democrats own this 100%.
Yeah, not a Democrat. He's a white guy who gave money to Trump, who dressed as Trump last Halloween, and the son of a sheriff who killed a man from 200 yards with one shot. Thank God he wasn't a trans reading books to children.
Although they want men and women sports, they want transgender for everyone, they want open borders.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
Look, I'm very sad that Charlie Kirk is dead, but his words echoed this cocksucker, and they're dangerous words.
In the good old days, this doesn't happen because they used to treat them very, very rough. And when they protested once, you know, they would not do it again so easily. We've become weak. We've become weak.
You want to find the core of this wave of violence? It's right here. It's called MAGA. Every single Democrat expressed sadness and outrage over Kirk's death. But when a Trumper broke into Pelosi's home and bludgeoned her husband with a hammer, Trump joked. And yes, Charlie Kirk joked.
Police say the suspect's intended target was the House Speaker herself. Authorities now combing through the suspect's social media pages, some allegedly showing multiple false conspiracy theories about the 2020 election.
By the way, if some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. I bet his bail's like $30,000 or $40,000. Is in Leviticus 18 is that thou shalt lay with another man shall be stoned to death. Just saying. So, Miss Rachel, you quote Leviticus 19, love your neighbor as yourself. The chapter before affirms God's perfect law when it comes to sexual matter.
When children were shot in Colorado or anywhere across the country, Republicans say nothing. They vetoed every bill to restrict access to long rifles and even the mandatory mental health evaluations for gun purchases for anyone under 25. When Kirk was killed, Republicans didn't talk about guns. They characterized Kirk as not just a tragic death, but as a symbol of violence from the left. They made up stories about trans messages on the shells, about his background before they even knew. And today they're calling for First Amendment rights to be withdrawn from anyone who dares speak ill of Charlie Kirk. This is a congressman from Louisiana, Clay Higgins, who thinks Americans need to shut up or else. He tweeted this: I'm going to use congressional authority and every influence with big tech platforms to mandate immediate ban for life of every post or commentator that belittled the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I'm also going after their business licenses and permitting their businesses will be blacklisted aggressively. They should be kicked from every school, and their driver's licenses should be revoked. Well, that's nice, Clay, but apparently you missed your time, like, say, 1935 in Germany. But, of course, you don't have to speak ill of Charlie Kirk. You can just play the tapes. MAGA called this guy a hero because he left his home state to go to another state to shoot unarmed people. Look, Kirk was groomed by MAGA since he was a boy, and the right, led by this sociopath, not only believes in violence, they're saying it out loud. Trump, appearing on Trump's state TV, said the left were burning down cities and committing crime and justified right-wing violence to stop it.
This is riots on the street, and we're going to look into that.
What do we do about our country with that? Because we have radicals on the right as well. We have radicals on the left. How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right oftentimes are radical because they don't want to see crime. They don't want to see crime.
Worried about the border.
They're saying, we don't want these people coming in. We don't want you burning our shopping centers. We don't want you shooting our people in the middle of the street. The radicals on the left are the problem.
Stop the steal! It's our country, we want it back! Fuck you!
Jesus, do these people have a spine or what? By the way, they forgot one question. Where are the Epstein files? Dozens of young girls were assaulted by Epstein and friends, and Trump was there.
In 2021, as part of Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, it was revealed that Donald Trump lied about riding on Epstein's plane. He actually flew on it 7 times.
Where are the files? And why is this Republican Party talking all this bullshit about crime and punishment, but their leader was found liable for raping Jean Carroll by 12 jurors and is now a main suspect in the most unimaginable of crimes, yet every single Republican voted against the files being released? The fuck is wrong with you people?
It's because Jeffrey Epstein somehow was able to walk among the most rich, powerful people, not only in America, but foreign countries. Yesterday, I heard countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, and even Israel, and other countries. The truth needs to come out, and the government holds the truth. The cases that are sealed hold the truth. Jeffrey Epstein's estate holds the truth. The FBI, the DOJ, and the CIA holds the truth. And the truth we are demanding come out on behalf of these women, but also as a strong message to every innocent child, teenager, woman, and man that is being held captive in abuse. This should never happen in America, and it should never be a political issue that divides us.
You know something is off when Dairy Queen is on my side, but apparently there are some people who have a thread of integrity left. Oh, and for the record, Charlie Kirk, one of the files released too. And finally, this from a blogger I admire.
You know, people, I want you to go out and I want you to watch that video of Charlie Kirk getting shot. It's horrific, but there's a reason. Stick with me. If you've never killed anything before, that's going to be a really hard video for you to watch. It is. It is not pretty. And the moment I saw it, where he got hit and how much, I knew he was dead. I did. I knew he was not going to survive that wound. But you need to watch it, and here's why. After you watch that video, the first thing I want you to think of, and the only thing I want you to think of, is that's happening to children in our schools all the time. You know, they're really good about arguing about this stuff. These Republicans have no problem arguing about this stuff because you never see it. You never see what it's like. Well, you get a chance to see what it's like. Go watch it before all those videos are taken down. Then imagine that as a terrified little baby. Yeah. Do it.
Every word he just said and 4 more. Where are the files?
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
It's sitting on my desk.
You have no shame?
Goddamn right.
Are you not entertained?
Who are you talking to?
I could be a stupid person.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 years.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
You're a nasty person.
It's not fair. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.